In the previous video, the subject was mean value theorem, but in this video today, this is only for the class of 11 and 12 that we have to discuss today. That is, the subject is binomial distribution for n positive integer, for n which is positive integer. Okay. Now we have to expand the formula for a plus x whole to the power n here. So see, you know the formula, like a plus x whole to the power 1 is a plus x. In case of a plus x whole square, and that is equal to a square to ax plus x square. And for the formula of a plus x whole cube is what? A cube plus 3a square x, okay, plus 3a x square plus x cube here, okay. And see here, this can be expressed as like, this is degree 3, that's why you can express 3c0. If we simplify 3c0, we get 1. We get 1. Okay. Now again, and a to the power in the pattern of 3 minus 0. See here, 3 minus 0. This is 3. And this is x to the power 0. This is the first term and this is the first term here. Okay. Now for the second term. Where you see that the 3 here. 3 can be expressed as like 3c1. And we can also write as a to the power 3 minus 1. Then we get x square, a square. And this is x to the power 1. This is there x to the power 0. This is x to the power 1. We got the second term. This is the second term. This is first, second, and second here. Now for the third term, so this is 3c2. Okay? 3c2, it means 3. It means 3 here. Now a to the power, this is 1. We can express same as 3 minus 2. And x to the power 2. And the last term, this is 3c3. This means 1. That means 1. And also a to the power 3 minus 3. That means a to the power 0 means 1. See here. And x to the power 3, that is x to the power 3, x to the power 3, this is the third term. Okay? I think it is clear to all of you. From this manner, we can also express the formula of a plus x whole to the power n, and that is equal to like nc0, a to the power n minus 0, and x to the power 0. Same as nc1, a to the power n minus 1, x to the power 1. Same as nc2, a to the power n minus 2, and x to the power 2. Okay, from that. And we have write a general form. This is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term. See here, for the second term, see the suffix here is 1. For the third term, suffix here is 2. Now, we have to write the general form, this is NCR. That is a to the power n minus r, also an x to the power r. And this is equal to, last term be ncn, a to the power n minus n, and x to the power n. And this is called the general term. And see, this is the second term, that's why the suffix is here is 1. And see, the suffix is here is 1, therefore this is the r plus 1 th term. This is called the general term. Okay? This is called the general term. So we can write here like tr plus 1 is equal to ncr, a to the power n minus r, and x to the power r. Okay? We always use this formula to find the coefficient of x to the power 20, and general term, this is r plus 1 term, free from x. That's all. Okay? Use this formula always. Now, this formula is expandable to the finite series. This is the ending term where we got the form NCN and a to the power n minus n and x to the power n. That is the finite term. This is the ending term. When the binomial theorem for positive integer, this is positive integer. If this is not a positive integer, it's a fraction, then what type of expansion be? So now NC0, it also can be accessed like that. NC0 means 1. So a to the power n and x to the power 0 means 1. So you split NC1 like that. NC1 we can write factorial n, factorial 1 and factorial n minus 1, and that will be n by factorial 1. Okay, so right here n by factorial 1, a to the power n minus 1 and x to the power 1. Okay, NC2, n into n minus 1 by factorial 2 into a to the power n minus 2 and x to the power 2. Okay, again see the general term, same as, see there, degree here is 2. Okay, now right here n minus 1, n minus 2, this is, so for degree here 2 and suffix here is 2, then here is 1. So same manner we have write n minus r plus 1. Okay, and this is the divided by factorial r. If here is 2, then we got here is 1. In the second, in the next term, if there is 3, then ending factor be n minus 2 here. Okay, same and procedure we can write if there is a factorial a r, then it will be a r minus 1. Then minus or multiply, and a to the power here is n minus r and x to the power r. Okay, dot dot, that is x to the power n here. This is the positive integer. For the positive integer, when it is not a positive integer, it is a negative and fraction, that should be expanded by this manner, and there is a no ending term. This goes to the infinity. When a is equal to 1, then the series is 1 plus x to the power n is equal to 1 n, sorry, this is not to be written as n is a fraction or negative, so we have not write, do not write like nc1. We always write n by factorial 1 and a to the power, this is 1 here, let us assume, and x to the power 1, n minus 1 by factorial 2 into x square. Okay, and this is the general term. We have right here n minus 1, n minus 2 dot 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 dot, n minus r plus 1 by factorial r and x to the power r, and goes to the infinity. There was not a ending term. Okay, when, let's see again, when the series is to the power is negative or fraction, then for this series the ending term goes to the infinity. Okay, there is no extinct term. So this is the small discussion about the theorem. With this theorem, for positive integer, today we have to discuss on only the problem for the positive integer, and this is the extra discussion around this. Okay, now we have to find for the question number, there is the x minus 1 by twice x to the power n to the power 8, and simplify the second question and also simplify the third question, and there is the find the 11th term also, and find the coefficient of h to the 11, and that's all. Okay, now see, okay, there are the small view here. It will be expandable when it will be expandable when mod x less than 1. Okay, this is the condition, and then it will be the expandable. Okay, there is a small view of the point is more important. For the problem, expand x minus 1 by 2x to the power 8. Okay, so this is 8c0, x to the power 8 minus 0 and minus 1 by twice x to the power 0. Okay, plus 8c1, x to the power 8 minus 1 minus 1 by twice x to the power 1 plus 8c2, x to the power 8 minus 2 1 by minus 1 by twice x whole square. Same as 8c3, x to the power 8 minus 3 1 by minus twice x whole to the power 3 dot 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 dot. Okay, and 8c8, x to the power 8 minus 8 minus 1 by twice x whole to the power 8 here. This is the expansion, and we should break the formula 8c0, 8c1, 8c3 like that for the formula of combination like NCR. This is the formula factorial n, factorial and factorial n minus r, and use this formula and simplify. Now there is a small important point. If we find the sum of the coefficient of this expansion, what is the value? For the sum of the coefficient, we have remove x, then these are called the coefficient. Remove x, okay? All the term remove x. Then remove x means we replace by x equal to 1. We replace by x equal to 1. Then we got the sum of the coefficient. Replace x equal to by 1. Okay? Then we got the sum of the coefficient here. So put here 1. So put here 1. So this is the sum of the coefficient, that is equal to 1 minus half to the power 8, and that is equal to half to the power 8. This is 1 by 2 to the power 8 is your answer. Okay, this is your answer. If we find the sum of the coefficient. Okay, next problem, simplify. Simplify. Simplify the problem here. A and root over x is a square minus 1. A and root over a square minus 1. So let x equal to a square minus 1. Okay. So then a plus x to the power 8 and a minus x to the power 8, and that is equal to a to the power 8, 8c1, a to the power 7, x to the power 1, 8c2, a to the power 6, x to the power 2, 8c3, a to the power 5, x to the power 3, dot dot, and x to the power 8 here. Again for the second series, a to the power 8, 8c1, a to the power 7, and x to the power 1, and there is a minus x, so minus x whole to the power 1, so this is sign is minus. Then a to the power 8c1, 8c2 here, and this is 6 and x square, 8c3, a to the power 5, x to the power 3, like that, and this is minus. Okay, see that. Okay, means 8c3, 8c5, 8c1, 8c7, these all term are cancelled out for minus plus minus plus. Okay, and remaining all the term are double. Okay, so that's why 2 into a to the power 8 plus 8c2, into a to the power 6 into x to the power 2, like that, and x to the power 8 here, okay? Then you have to put in place of x, that is root over a square minus 1, and simplify the solution. And then we got the answer. For question number 3, see the question number 3. See the question number 3. This is 2x plus y, let us assume a, and there is a y, and 5, 10, 10, 5. So see here 5c1, that is factorial 5, factorial 1, factorial 3. Sorry, this is 4. So this is 5. Same as 5c2, factorial 5, factorial 1, factorial 3. 5, 4. Cancel, this is 2, this is 10. So in that place, in place of 5, we put the formation of 5c1, and for 10, we have to replace by 5c2, and this also 5c2 and 5c3 are same. You know the formula NCR, that is factorial n, factorial r, factorial n minus r. But NC, n minus r, both are same. See here, factorial n minus r, and these minus these are also. So both are the same. So these are same. So that manner we can write 5c2 and 5c3. Both the value are same. See, their difference is 3, their difference is 2. So suffix is factorial suffix. In that place, if 2 here, 2 and factorial 3. And here factorial 3 and factorial 2. Okay, both the same here, same. So 5c3 and 5c2 are same. So for question number 3, we replace a. So a to the power 5 and 5c1, y, and a to the power 4. So 5c2, there is a y, this is y square, question number 3, this is the question number 3, see, 5c2, y to the power 2, and a to the power 4, I think 3, there are 3. Same as 10 means here is 5c2, next term 5c3, y to the power 3, and a to the power 2, 3, 2, this is 2 here, okay, say 5c4, this is also a 5, y to the power 4, this is a and y to the power 5. So this can be written as a minus y whole to the power 5. A means twice x plus y, and this is y whole to the power 5. So twice x to the power 5, this is 2 to the power 5 into x to the power 5. Okay. Next question. Next question, question number 4. See the question number 4. Find the 11th term. X minus 1 by x to the power 20. Okay, 11th term. T11. That will be written as 10 plus 1. Okay, which is the general term. For this general term, TR plus 1, NCR, a to the power n minus r, and x to the power r. This is the general term. From that relation, we have to write 20c 10, x to the power 20 minus 10, and minus 1 by x whole to the power 10. and 20C10 x to the power 10 by x to the power 10. So only 20C10 is your answer. This is the 11th term. Okay? For determining the coefficient of a to the power 11, a to the power minus 11. So let us assume for this expansion, the general term, that is TR plus 1, we have to find here, there occur a to the power 11, minus 11. So let R plus 1 term contain the coefficient of x to the power, this is a to the power minus 11 of the expansion, that is 5a to the power 3 minus 2 by a to the power 2 here, that is 13. Again see, okay, says GL term TR plus 1, that is 13, okay, and that is 13 C R, 5a to the power 3 whole to the power 13 minus R, and minus, we have to sign always taken in this within the bracket, okay, and this is to the power R. Simplify 13 CR, 5 to the power 13 minus R, 39 minus 3R, minus 2 whole to the power R here, and 1 by a to the power 2R, okay, minus 2 whole to the power R, okay, see clearly 13 CR, 13 minus R, and a to the power 39 minus 5R. See, compare with, and this is equal to 11 to the power minus, a to the power minus 11. So therefore we can write 39 minus 5R minus 11. So 5R is equal to 50, so R is equal to 10. Therefore the coefficient of a to the power minus 11 is, this is the only coefficient, okay, put the value of R is equal to minus 2 to the power 10, 13C 10, 5 to the power 13 minus 10, and simplify this, then we got the answer. Okay, this is a very important question for free form X. For free form X of this discussion, same procedure we have to follow. Same procedure. For the independent term of X, that is 6th question.